This is Actar's Reviews, from anime to figures and beyond.
Hey, this is Actar, and I've already talked at length about this on my Facebook, but I thought I'd make a video on it as well because this is something that I want to address regarding the S.H.Figuarts WarGreymon figure that has just been released. I don't usually do these kinds of rant videos, but this is an exception, and I hope you hear me out to the end. First of all, I wasn't really a fan of the D-Arts WarGreymon figure because the figure was based on Bandai's original art as opposed to the design from the anime. As someone who grew up watching the anime, it wasn't really the WarGreymon that I knew and loved. On the topic of that, the figure had numerous design and QC issues that added salt to the wound. For instance, the Dramon killers. The claws are often misaligned, and the Dramon killers themselves don't attach securely in any way and are situated way too far down his arms, leaving much of his forearms exposed. This is partly due to the fact that the fists can't go all the way behind this blue piece, which he's supposed to be able to grab onto. In the prototype, this wasn't an issue as the fists could go all the way in. In addition to that, the figure itself was just very loose and floppy all round. Then came the announcement of the Pokemon no Wargame WarGreymon figure. Finally, I thought, we were going to get the definitive WarGreymon figure that's based on the anime designs. The Omegamon figure was absolutely phenomenal, so how could I have not been excited? And then came the production pictures. Do you see something wrong? I did, but I chose not to believe it. Oh, the lighting is bad. The angle is bad. It's a mistransformation by Hasbro. I kept trying to delude myself for months. And now that I have the S.H.Figuarts WarGreymon figure in hand, I can confidently say that the figure is pretty much perfect. Save for the abysmally atrocious head. I am not angry. I am beyond that. I'm just disappointed. What is up with this head? Something went terribly wrong during the design process. From the color and size of the eyes to the shape and proportions of the head. It's just absolutely ugly. Let's take this step by step. Firstly, the eyes are way too big, and I have no idea where he is looking at. These are not WarGreymon's eyes. These are puppy dog eyes. Not only that, why in the world are his eyes blue? They couldn't even get the basic eye color right. As for the head itself, it's just way too small and flat. The curvature of the head is wrong, and his snout is ridiculously long. This is exacerbated by the fact that his neck is again way too long, too thin, and set too far back. Also, this second helmet ridge is just way too long as well. Looking at his head from the top, it's pretty much straight lines from his side horns to his front horn, making his head more of a diamond shape than an oval shape. There's hardly any mass to it. Because of this, he ends up looking really weird from the front. Just look at the screen caps from the movie. How are they remotely identical? Still can't see what I'm talking about? Well, with the power of rudimentary Photoshop skills and having too much free time, I actually tweaked the proportions of his head in Photoshop. Tell me, how is this not 100 times better? I cannot believe that the best WarGreymon figure, in my opinion, is still the Warp Evolving toy released more than a decade ago, and this one transforms. The thing is, the rest of the figure is actually really good. The sculpt is great, the articulation is improved, the tolerances are all really tight, and the overall quality is just excellent. As a point of comparison, the Dramon killers are now affixed tightly to his fists, and they go all the way up his arms. The fists themselves go underneath these blue plates. Honestly, if you aren't concerned about the head, by all means, pick this figure up. But for me personally, I was really disappointed with the sculpt, and if I were you, I'd just wait for the next one. Because they're going to continue to milk this franchise for all that it's worth. So, this is Actar saying, see you guys in the next episode.